Every year you had that one song that got you like, yeah, this is it. This is the song I'm gonna listen to every day, all day, on repeat, no stopping, no playing. But then you got these songs that you don't really play as much, but they're still likable songs. But we ain't worried about them songs. We worry about the songs that you play every day that year. These are the number one songs, all right? So I'm Cypher. If you don't know me, I break down music, so you don't have to. If you don't mind, please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. And hit that bell for notifications so you can get more great videos like this. You can be entertained and vibe out with me, hang out with me, because we do this thing every time we get together. We talk about this music. And we get to talking about some real things. So that's why I'm here. So thank you guys for watching, and let's get into it. These are the best rap songs for each of the last 20 years, starting from 2005 to now. In 2005, Lil Wayne had Fireman, and it was at that point where I decided to listen to Wayne from here on out. I've heard Lil Wayne, I heard Go DJ, I heard the Hot Boys, I heard of all that, and I thought, he's cool. I like the Hot Boys as a whole. I like Juvenile. But then when I heard Wayne's Fireman, that's when I was kind of propaganda into hearing something that was a little more than just the regular New Orleans rapper. I was starting to witness greatness, and when I witness greatness, I want to latch on to that. So I started to really listen to Wayne, and I've been a Wayne fan since then. I've been regarding him as the best since I heard Fireman. It was just a different feel. It was bigger. It felt like a big song, and it was a big song. Everybody was talking about Fireman. You had people at school when I was like, what? 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, rapping Fireman. They don't like they had no business rapping Fireman on some Napoleon Dynamite type stuff. You never know. But it made that much of an impact. Fireman, to me, was a really big song. Now, there was other contenders in there. Kanye West had a lot of hits. And I mean a lot of hits. But as far as the number one song, I think Wayne edged him, because Wayne and Kanye went back and forth in 2005 like it wasn't nothing. T.I. was in that conversation too, but it belonged to Wayne this year when it comes to the song of the year. Not the album, the song of the year. So song of the year, 2005, Lil Wayne, Fireman. 2006 saw the comeback with T.I. T.I. had that song that was undoubtedly the biggest and best song of that year, because it was a change. We're witnessing change. We were witnessing the South really rising up against everybody else. And T.I. was on the frontier. He was the captain. He was that guy representing the South. He was the Jay-Z of the South, as Pharrell once dubbed him. And it's that type of feeling. And when you hear what you know about that, it was one of those undeniable records to where even if you ain't just a big T.I. fan, you can't deny the record. It was the biggest in the country. It was the biggest in the world. What you know about that? Hey, what you know? I got a boom, boom. And I ain't even know it was bumping like that till a couple years ago. I knew it was hard, but I didn't know it was blasting in the trunk like that. That bass was crazy. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it was crazy. Biggest song that year. 2007 went to Kanye West when it came to Stronger. Numbers wise, that's pretty much it. Stronger isn't really just that much of a hip hop record, but I think to this date, it is his biggest record, if I'm not mistaken. But I know for a long time, numbers wise, it was his biggest record, and it was the biggest song in the world, in the country, whatever. It had Daft Punk on it. I mean, you couldn't really go against it. Plus, at that time in that year, him and 50 Cent were the two biggest rappers in the game, because they were battling over who was better. Even though there were other contenders who definitely were better than this, these two were the main topic and the main focus, so that's why we focused on Kanye West and 50 Cent. And between the two, Kanye West won that bout, and Stronger was the biggest record on the album. Kanye went beyond the battle rap situation. He went to a whole nother height, and that's when you start getting all those other looks from pop artists and bigger artists, and it launched him into a different stratosphere. So Kanye took that ball, he shot it to the moon. Stronger, biggest record, 2007. 2008, I couldn't decide between A Milli and Lollipop, because I think numbers wise, maybe Lollipop, but to everybody that listens to rap, A Milli was the record. You had so many remixes that we got to download under piracy. In 2008, for Lil Wayne, we had Neo doing a Milli remix. We had Cassidy doing a Milli remix. I think we had Chris Brown doing a Milli remix. We had so many people doing a remix to a Milli, right? And just think about the Lollipop remix with Kanye West, which was, I don't know if it's unofficial or not, but it was crazy. And it was on the radio. It was dope. But Lollipop was a change in the game. Wayne went to a different stratosphere with Lollipop. He went somewhere he didn't go before. He had rock. He was singing on there, like for real. And it was just a big record, especially for its time, bigger than everything, to where it was bigger than Wayne. Lollipop was not just a rap record, it was the record for everybody. It was on people's ringtone. It was smash. And so between that and a Milli, I just don't know. I kind of want to go with Lollipop, but I like a Milli better because I'm a rapper's rapper. Lyrics are my thing. I'm a rapper myself, and a Milli was the biggest record lyrically of that year, period. And the beat was dumb. So I guess I'll keep it as a split. Let's just say Lil Wayne as a whole took over 2008 with a Milli and Lollipop. 2009 by default goes to Drake, Best I Ever Had. Biggest record at the time. Drake was coming out as one of the biggest rappers at that moment. So whatever he did was getting attention. Wayne had that. It was huge. Everybody knew about it. Really nothing else to say but that Best I Ever Had and the remix with Nicki Minaj. I mean, come on. Wayne took over with Best I Ever Had. Everybody knew the lyrics to that song, and we were trying to sing it. Grown men, grown gangster men singing Best I Ever Had. Yeah, that was the biggest record, 2009. 2010 went to Roscoe Dash Show Out. I'm sorry, you can be opinionated, you can say it went to somebody else. I'm sorry, but Roscoe Dash, when he came out with Show Out, that was the biggest record, period, bro. It turned up everybody. Roscoe Dash has on aesthetic. He had the mohawk. He had the designer penciled on his name on the side and other stuff, which I was so intrigued by it at that moment. I really wanted to do it myself. Even though I knew it would look crazy on me, I thought that idea and that aesthetic was dope. But he had that turn up song Show Out, along with other songs. Roscoe took over 2010 as a whole anyway, so yeah, Show Out, 2010. 2011 had Drake and Marvin's Room. Again, undeniable. And when Drake comes out with records, usually they're undeniable when it comes to like breakout records of the year. And Marvin's Room, it changed the whole game, man. Everybody was doing Marvin's Room, bro. Even Lil Wayne did Marvin's Room at one point. Everybody kept trying to get into this somber, moody college guy getting drunk, singing to his ex type aesthetic. Everybody was going that route, and Drake started it, and he capitalized on it, and he made it a thing. So you gotta give it to him, whether you liked it or not. It definitely grew on me. At that time, I didn't like Marvin's Room at first. I was like, bro, I know you be getting soft, but this is too soft. Like, this is like hanging on by a thread soft. But the more they kept playing it, the more I kept hearing it in the car with that bass, I was just like, yeah, it's the record, Marvin's Room. 2012, 2 Chainz and Drake, No Lie. / birthday song featuring Kanye West. So here's what I say. At first I had 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne. I'm sorry, 2 Chainz and Drake. I had them with No Lie at first. But the more I went down this list, the more I thought about 2012. 2 Chainz pretty much took over 2012. But that song he had with Kanye, which he really didn't need Kanye, but it was a good look. Birthday song probably was the best song of that year, number 1. No Lie was definitely up there with it, because I mean that beat was dumb and Drake was on there and he killed it. It was a great pairing. But birthday song with Kanye, it's your birthday. All I want for my birthday is a big, like, come on. That was the song. It was the song. It was played at every party, every function. No Lie was dope too though, but by edge, by thread, I'll give it to I give it to Birthday Song. Birthday Song's number 1 song in 2012. 2013 was the year that everybody was doing turn-up songs, right? Everybody was, if you weren't turning up, then you weren't talking about nothing. So everybody had those 808s and the hi-hats bouncing off each other and all that. So it was going that route, but I really have to give it to Drake with Start From The Bottom, because I mean, again, when he came out heavy and he just took over everything. It became a meme. It became a GIF. It became a phrase, like Started From The Bottom took over the world. And again, I didn't like the song when it first came out. I thought it was weak. I thought it was very, very lazy writing. But the more it kept playing, I'm more like, I get it. Sometimes simple is fine. That's what made me get the idea that sometimes that simple is fine. And Started From The Bottom is probably one of the biggest examples of that. Sometimes simple is fine. So Started From The Bottom, it was the record in 2013. 2014, J. Cole, No Role Models. This can really go to almost any song on 2014 Forest Hills Drive. J. Cole took over 2014 with his album, with everything. J. Cole took over. So, I mean, J. Cole took over. I mean, it's not really a surprise, but it's more so like, that was probably the most played song. And if that's the one I'm thinking about, I'm pretty sure that's the one that goes, "Don't save her, she don't wanna be saved, don't save her." That was Cole, and that was Cole in his bag, and he owned that year. So I'd say by default, no more, no role models. 2015, Future and Drake, Jumpman. Man, again, I don't want to be a broken record, but once you take over something, you really get in there. That's pretty much it. It's ball game, and that's exactly what he did. Him and Future, they capitalized off of their previous success. You know, when it came to collaborating, because Drake was on DS2. I believe Future worked with Drake on some stuff. I know he was ended up being on Views later. So, but I just know that they made a good team and they were taking over as a duo. And when that album came out with Time to Be Alive, Drake and Future, they took over everything. So Jumpman was the running mate in that, and that was the lead to getting everybody on board with them as a pair. So I'm still hearing Jumpman on people's ringtone to this day. It's a thing. Jumpman, Jumpman, Jumpman. Again, Simple was good. And at the time, I'm not going to lie to you, at the time, it was the best, biggest song for some reason. I don't know if it was because of the beat with Metro or the aesthetic, because it's Drake and Future, the two biggest artists in the world. I don't know if it was that or what, but to this day, right now, I can't listen to it. I don't think it's that good. Listen to it now, but back then, you couldn't think of nothing better. You could play the song on repeat, like over and over again. It was that type of record. So yeah, no doubt for sure, they took over that. And I want to backpedal to 2012 because although 2 Chainz took over that year, I just want to throw in there that Future was very present that year too. And although Future was dominating 2012, 2 Chainz was dominating just a little bit more before Future went ahead and skyrocketed. But Magic was a really big Future record and at that time. So just throwing it out there, but 2 Chainz still got that. So back to the list. 2016, Migos, Bad and Bougie. 2016 was a rough time for hip hop. It had a lot of hits, but they weren't from the same. They weren't cut from the same cloth as you would expect from other records. I wasn't a big fan of Bad and Bougie till later again. Migos was really heavy 2016. By default, they kind of took over. I mean, it became a meme. It was Gift. It was everywhere. But Bad and Bougie, if you couldn't escape hearing it. So I mean, it was the biggest song on the planet. Lil Uzi Vert was one of the biggest artists on the planet at the time. He was on the record. Like it was, you couldn't escape Bad and Bougie. So by default, I'd say Bad and Bougie was the biggest record of 2016. 2017, Kendrick Lamar, Humble. Yeah, Humble, biggest song, probably his biggest song to date. I think still numbers wise, but yeah, Kendrick and Humble again. Put it on repeat. Beats dumb. Kendrick's crazy. Nobody else was on that level. Drake dropped a project that year called More Life, and it was okay, but it didn't have any definitive records that could compare to Kendrick Lamar's Damn album. So, of course, he followed with DNA and Love and Loyalty and all that. So you couldn't really mess with Kendrick. 2017 pretty much belonged to Kendrick. So Humble, again, led the ranks for that year and that album. So, yeah, Humble. 2018, Drake, In My Feelings. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Don't you ever leave from beside me? Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always. Yeah, yeah. It took over. It was everywhere. Memes, gifs, challenges. I mean, yeah, it's a thing. Dances. It's In My Feelings was the biggest record on the planet. So, nothing really much to add to it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I mean, I get it. Catchy. Very Drake-ish record. I think that pretty much saved Drake's Scorpion album because everybody was bashing that album, even though it had Non-Stop on there, which was by Tay Keith on the production. It was dope, but nobody cared for the albums. They thought it sounded boring and desperate, and that song pretty much saved it because on the A side, Non-Stop saved it, and on the B side, In My Feelings saved it with the R&B cut. So Drake, you know, he had safe haven, you know what I'm saying, for that double album, because without those records, those albums would have flopped. I'm pretty sure. 2019, Roddy Ricch, The Box. Again, not the biggest fan. I think it was okay, but it just, to me, was just based on popularity and TikTok and stuff. Like, I don't think it was really just the greatest record, but it did its thing and people were liking it. The references, lyrics, hey, I like that song, yeah, with Mustard. I like that and other songs, but The Box I thought was just kind of like there, you know what I'm saying? I definitely like that song with him and Mustard a whole lot better. I don't know what he was saying, but it had a good cadence. I liked it. The Box I always thought was like, anybody could do that. I mean, you know, so, but it was the biggest record on that at that time. So The Box 2020 kind of belonged to Drake by default. Another year where, you know, artists were kind of scarce on drops. The pandemic happened. I think this would have belonged to Drake regardless, because even though Drake took over everything with Laugh Now, Cry Later, even if he didn't drop that record, he still had the Tootsie Slide in the background. So if it wasn't that, he would have won with Tootsie Slide. I'm just letting you know, because those were the two biggest records at the time, and they both by him during the pandemic. It was crazy. Yeah, it was different. It was a different time. Drake, when that song came out, Laugh Now, Cry Later, I remember it came out right before I went to work. And I remember hearing it and listening to it on the way to work, and I was like, this song is crazy. Like, it's so, it got you in your feels. Like, it was the perfect song for the pandemic. It had funny moments, it had sad moments. It was weird, because it just painted the idea of 2020 as a whole all in one, and it was a good record. And then Lil Durk was on there, and I was like, it was hype. So I got to work, and we both like at the same time said, hey, did you hear that new Drake song that just dropped? And we both like, yeah, I just heard, I was about to tell you about it, you know. And it was a fun thing, because it was such a weird experience. And I probably have to make another video talking about the pandemic, you know what I'm saying, how music was and stuff, because I think there's plenty of stories, and I think that's just a whole nother video. But I'll just say, to shorten this up, Drake had 2020, so he had Laugh Now, Cry Later, big record, biggest one that year. 2021, Drake again with Way Too Sexy, featuring Future and Young Thug. This record was monumental for a couple reasons. One, because it was numbers-wise the biggest song that year. It had three of the biggest artists at the time on this song. And two, it was Future's first #1 record, I believe. Yeah. Might have been Thug's too. I don't know. Thug might have been on one. I don't know. But this was Future's first #1 record. So that was mind blowing, because I thought Future already had #1 records, but apparently not. So this song went #1. The song was okay. It was very Drake-ish. It's hit or miss. You're either gonna like it or you're not. Don't watch the music video. Just don't. Yeah, just don't watch it. The song is cool though, but it was, compared to everything else out at the time, I mean, it wasn't my favorite song, but I mean, the world spoke, and the world was speaking for that. It was #1 record. A lot of records these days kind of change over time to where you can't really just give it to that anymore, you know what I'm saying? Because like, if you even go back to 2016, technically Ray Shremmerd had the biggest song in 2016. It was Black Beatles. It went #1. And a lot of people were like, how? It had Gucci Mane on it too, which was dope. And between that song and Migos' Bad and Bougie, I definitely like the Ray Shremmerd track better. But numbers wise and just word of mouth wise amongst all hip hop fans, that one got the bigger push. I mean, it's Migos. People are gonna choose Migos over Ray Shremmerd any day. So Louis Vert over Gucci in this time of day, yeah. So it's that type of vibe, that type of feel. That's why they got the better dynamic. But that's why going #1 isn't as big of a deal to me as it used to be, because it's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. You used to have to work and earn it in a different way, and I'm not gonna go through all that and talk about that. That's again for another video. So I'll just leave it at that. Big record, biggest one. You can't really mess with it. So That's it for that. 2022, Glorilla with FNF. Again, trendy record, hard beat, bumping, blasting. You can't really deny it. Everybody was here for it. So I mean, that's it. I can't really say nothing else but that. It's one of those records that people messed with, and they still mess with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just a sign of the times. Lyricism isn't really on the forefront at this moment. It's really more so about popularity and numbers. So that's where Glorilla fits in. FNF, free. 2023 had Lil Durk with All My Life featuring J. Cole. Big record. Everybody loved it. Numbers wise, huge record to this day. It was a different vibe for J. Cole. For Lil Durk. It sounded like more so like something J. Cole would do. I think that's why he fell on the track so easily. But it was a different type of song for a Lil Durk. So I think that's why people gravitated towards it more. It felt more wholesome. It felt like Lil Durk was getting back to his roots. And it was just a real smooth, real nice record. The video was beautiful. I liked it. Everybody liked it. It was a big record. So compared to everything else, other people more so had bigger albums than records. Like Doja Cat had a great album in Scarlet, but not the biggest records compared to All My Life. Ray Sherman had a great album with Sherman for Life, but not big records compared to All My Life. Killer Mike had Michael, the best record of 2023, the best album of 2023. But as far as singles, none of them compared to the hype and the clout of Lil Durk, All My Life. So that's where that lies, And then you got J. Cole in, so that adds a whole nother level to it. So Lil Durk took that for 2023. In 2024, bro, you already know what it is. There's no need to talk about it. You want to talk about it? Because we can talk about it. Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. Come on, man. There's nothing even touching that song. There's no need to explain. He beat Drake in the beef. The song was a hit. Mustard was on the beat. Lil Wayne was not involved, but he did say Not Like Us at a concert or whatever. It's crazy. But the video was crazy. The song was crazy. Drake just got buried, man. That Not Like Us was a diss record, and it went #1. Biggest record for Kendrick, not to date, because Humble is still his biggest one to date, I think. But it's climbing. And the way he dropped it, the way he came out with it, it was just insane how popular that song was. The Not Like Us video got 1 million views in 20 minutes, which is just insane. It doesn't make sense. No other video is getting that many views in 20 minutes. I'm sorry. Not even Drake. 1 million? No. It's not happening. So, yeah. Not Like Us is definitely the best song of this year. Hopefully we get more great records, but that definitely takes place for #1. And that's my list, people. Those were the biggest records for the last 20 years, each and every year. If you know any I missed or have anything to say about it or against it, please let me know in the comments. We're here to talk about it and chat it up. DJ, I'm Cypher, I'm all the above, I'm Farside TV, and this is what we do. We talk about music, we talk about everything in between, we talk about art, we talk about great things. And if you don't mind, thank you for sticking around and liking the video and subscribing and watching this.
Oh my God, I'm a hero. And it's like father, like son, that's my hero. Saving everybody. I ain't looking out for me, I pray for everybody. When I'm on my way, bro, I'm taking everybody. Ay. Cut the family tree, I ain't shading anybody. Kill these rappers, give me all they flowers, I got bodies. I was sent to blow up in your spot, kamikaze. Chances of you being what you not, more than probably, I'm seeing what they do for compensation. Hey, where they do that at? Flexing on them just for validation. Yeah, I'm cool on that. Dancing to some mind manipulation. Where's the truth in that? They get themselves in sticky situations. They get too attached. Still putting in work. Get it straight out the mud, diamond in the rough, wiping off dirt. Hey. Big T around my neck, big T on big T-shirt. Hey. So much going on, make a brother not wanna see Earth. Oh my God, I'm a hero. 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 Thank God, that's my hero. I know you see it. That's my hero. I know you see it. That's my hero. He don't even need a cape. G.O.D. That's my D.O.G. That's my P.O.P. Tatted on my arm the day he made me. That's my D.O.B. Always on time, 12 to 12 on the DOT. Take away my pain, that's my healer, that's my DOC. Dripping head to TOE, I'm headed to the TOP. I can't tell if they wanna help or hurt me, that's a COP. Either way, I'm guarded, God's on me, yeah, it be on me. Got plenty in the tank, that's my faith, it don't be on E. I know I'm the man, I know I'm a beast. I'm part of a plan, I'm part of a team. You give me a chance, I give you a 3, you know what I mean. God got me and I love to say that. Since a youngin', yeah, we go way back. Proud man, I'm proud to say that. Oh my God, I'm a hero. I'm a hero, I'm a hero, I'm a hero, I'm a hero, I'm a hero. Thank God, that's my hero. I know you see it. That's my hero. I know you see it. That's my hero. He don't even need a cape to be great. Ay. I know you see it. Ay. I know you see it. Ay. I know you see it. That's my hero. That's my hero. Yeah. I know you see it. That's my hero. I know you see it. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm a hero. And it's like father, like son. That's my hero. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm a hero. And it's like father, like son. That's my hero. He don't even need a cape on. Yeah. And it's like father, like son. That's my hero. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm a hero, I got superpowers. Made an anthem for my father, I could loop for hours. I don't want the tree of life, I heard the fruit was sour. Who knew the answers to our questions only grew from flowers? Man, feeling great, God don't make mistakes. Every day I pray, every day I lay down to rest my body. All this working ain't no hobby. Got scars all on my body, devil think he really got me. I get it though, but that's pitiful. I got plenty flows, that's plentiful. I ain't got a mag, but I get it though, and put his body bag on centerfold. Like whoa, if he come in, I'm ready for him, he can never catch me off guard. I got a lot of hope, I got a lot of faith, and I stay dependent on God. Ain't no pretending, I'm so ambitious, that's why you think I'm so odd. I try to help y'all, but we ain't even, that's why you think I'm so odd. Round of applause, I haven't changed, hold that applause. People rub me the wrong way every day, and they ain't no back massage, no cap at all. Yeah.